Rise and Shine Rwanda. It's Tuesday the 20th. You missed a lot yesterday, by the way.
You did miss so much.
There was lions.
I heard about the lions. There were actually lions that were visiting that you missed.
Yo, I had that rumor by the way. Is it true?
No, it's true. It's not a rumor. It really happened. But today in business, we're going to be talking about different things. A lot is going on in the mining industry. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that later.
Sure. Lifestyle, I hope the lions are not out here.
No, they're not. But now we need to go and see the lions. You guys know Wilson Tours.
Yes.
So they have something else in store, but that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Moses, what's up?
Well, you know, in Azam Rwanda Premier League, APR FC, fresh from losing, being beaten by Mbane Swallows in CAF Champions League, this time around they trashed Kiyovu Sport 2-0 at Nyamirambo Stadium. So we'll talk about that in details, and you know, we'll have a guest to talk about that one even more in details. So you watch out and see.
Congratulations to the Eagles.
Way, thank you for being back. Because yesterday when he was telling us what's going on in sports, Sherry and I were floating. We're like, is there Arsenal involved? Is there...
Arsenal today is involved, don't worry.
Oh, today is involved. Yeah. Okay, at least. But I was like, Kiyovu, is the community or the Mudugudu of Kiyovu playing football now?
I understand I have an extra job to do. Yeah.
Well, all that and more still to come, but first, Rise and Shine, story of the day. Welcome back to Rise and Shine, story of the day with me, Ivan Magwene. Now, as you already know, last week the Ministry of Education released the results of advanced level national exams. According to the results released, girls outshined boys, recording a pass rate of 51.9%, while boys recorded 48.1%. Now, what is more interesting about this is that this year girls performed better than boys in science subjects, which have traditionally been dominated by boys. So today we pause and look back to what has been the driving force to this success. Joining us in studio to shed more light on this same topic is Mutako Diana, a graduate of Gashora Girls Academy of Science and Technology. Diana, welcome to the studio.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're almost giving me the high five.
Yes.
It's fine, you can give me that.
Yeah.
So, first of all, welcome to the studio. I know it's your first time, but you can keep coming, and we'd love to have you more and more times. But tell us a little bit, how did you feel even when they announced the results? Because one of the things that I saw, you did so well in the exams. What was the whole feeling for you? And what was the expectation before the results were announced?
Well, I took PCM, so if you have heard the news, chemistry was one of the most difficult subjects ever. So I was extremely nervous when the results were out. I was extremely nervous. I expected so much. I had worked so much for this exam, and all my 3 years were coming down to this. And yet I knew I had faced a really difficult exam, so I was terribly nervous, and I didn't really know what to expect. And then, so the results finally came out. So, of course, I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed with joy, but I think what made me happiest was to see my mom's reaction. She just screamed and she hugged me, and it was a very emotional moment.
Of course, I know it was. Now, tell me a little bit. When I was going through some of the schools that performed very well, your school was part of it. I know it's a science school, but I want to know a little bit, what could be maybe the driving force to that success, and it being a science school, and the mere fact that also students from girl students also performed very well compared to the boys in science subjects. What could have been the main driving force to that kind of success we saw?
Okay, so at Gashora, the main driving force of any kind of success, be it academically, be it in debate, extracurricular, or anything else, is the amazing environment that everyone just provides. So the environment at Gashora, unlike at most schools, is not as controlling as at the rest of the typical Rwandan schools, because I've been there, I know what it is. So at Gashora, you're led to believe that your life is yours and you lead it the way you want to. So you find that some students, of course, they are so national exam driven, others are more invested in their extracurricular, others are more invested maybe in the church life, because there you're led to make the decision yourself. You're led to say, this is my life and I have it in my hands. And when you work like that, I think when you're self-driven, that is the most important. When you're motivated to work, that is like the biggest thing that can make you work more than all those rules that most Rwandan schools usually apply to their students.
And this could be the environment, of course, that is built on that gives you the same success we see.
Yes.
All right. Now, part of what a very, of course, big question that I wanted to ask you was the fact that over the years we've seen girls lag behind, especially in science subjects. But as time goes on, girls actually, there's a research that shows girls perform better than boys actually, even in science subjects when given the opportunity. In your own opinion, what do you think is maybe driving the force that is causing us to see the kind of success we're seeing, especially in science subjects, that girls in Rwanda are doing better than boys right now?
So I think the key word, like you just said, is the word opportunity. Because it should not be surprising that girls can outperform boys. It should be as normal as boys outperform us girls. So what Rwanda has done is to give girls the opportunity. And just like you have just said, the girls just grab the opportunity and they're starting to outperform girls. Personally, I am a huge believer in gender equality. And I hope that this will be the first of many outperformances. So that it can finally become the norm that girls can outperform boys in academically, because mentally they have the same abilities. So it should, I hope this will be the first of many outperformances, so that it can become a normal thing that girls can outperform boys or boys can outperform girls. Yeah.
Now, of course, as we come, of course, to the end of our discussion, part of the few questions that I want to ask you is, I need your advice. Do you have any advice? It's not been an easy journey for you. It's been really tough, what you went through. But what would you give, especially fellow girls out there trying to make it out even in the final year of high school right now?
So if you're talking specifically to girls, so first of all, girls, I'm probably going to give you a cliche message. Okay. But as it has been shown, we need to make this the norm. You need to believe that you are as smart or as intelligent or as capable, at least mentally, as any boy. I know that you have heard this message so many times, but for us to get there, to keep making out performances, we need to start believing that. And I hope that this outperformance will show every girl out there that we are as capable, if not more, than boys are. And generally, to every student still in high school or still working to get there, I would say, like I said, strive for that environment that we grew in at Gashora. Strive for a self-drive, so for a self-motivation, an intrinsic motivation that you personally know you want to work. Do not work because you want to impress your parents or because you want to make your school shine or something like that. But make sure that it's your drive, your life, and you know that if your life depends so much on this exam, then you drive it, then you work for it and work for a future that you want to see.
And I understand you're so excited to join college, right?
Yes.
Now, I want to know, what could you have in plan for college, especially in what do you want to take?
So I want to take engineering at college.
And why?
Well, because like I took sciences, like I said, I took physics, chemistry, and math. So, and I really enjoy sciences. So engineering is basically a science course. But unlike most science courses, it's not going to bind you to a lab or to a classroom just teaching. It's also going to allow you to interact with people, finding their problems and finding scientific solutions. So because I love those two things, human interaction and sciences, I think engineering kind of balances them the best. So that's why I'm going to take it.
All right. Thank you so much for once again coming out to the studio. And one most important thing, congratulations on your
Thank you.
performance. And
Thank you very
congratulations,
much.
of course, to the women out there, the girls out there that made sure at least the competence we see now has come to a reality. Now you're watching Rise and Shine Rwanda. Stay with us. Business stories are coming up next with Yvette Shumbusho.
The things that make you look outside the window and sigh. The ones that make your dreamy eyes look up to the sky and smile. Forget the miles between and smile at the sky. Like it held something precious that belonged to you. Like this little secret that makes you hold everything you love. Let your passion guide you. You can be sure you will touch the sky.
Business stories making headlines today. The Rwandan government has so far cancelled 9 mineral exploration and exploitation concessions on grounds that the investors have breached the agreements. The latest mines to be repossessed by the government include Sevaya, Mara, Chichiye, Rutsiro, and Nemba. The government has revoked the Bisesero, Gatumba, Musha, and Tunga licenses, bringing total to 9 between 2011 and 2015. Uganda's floriculture is experiencing a drastic drop in sales due to increasing competition and an export ban by the European Union. The latest information from the Uganda Flower Exporters Association, an umbrella body of 15 companies, shows that the rose segment of the subsector is most affected. Uganda's floriculture exports mainly comprise of roses. East African countries are dragging their feet on tax harmonization because of concerns about tax sovereignty, failure to agree on common policy, fear of losing revenue, and the difficulty of converging rates given the differences in per capita income. A study by the PricewaterhouseCoopers PwC on the impact of the East African community tax harmonization recommends that in order to move faster on the matter, the East African community partners need to focus on key areas including procedures, administrations, classification rules and definitions and remissions schemes. You're now up to date with today's business headlines. Sports news coming in just a moment with Moses Vilikonzida.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine in Rwanda. Time now for your sports news. I am Moses Kunzira. Starting with local football, Etensel's coach was upset by 4-2 loss over AS Kigali. Etensel's FC interim head coach Jabiri Mutarambirwa has blasted some of his own players after poor performance in the 4-2 home loss against AS Kigali in the National League on Friday. The former Kiyovu and APL midfielder said that some of his players played as if they don't know what they want. It was as though they went onto the field without a purpose, and the club management had done everything to motivate the team, and the players must pay back. Etensels are second from bottom on 16th league table, standing with 5 points, 3 ahead of bottom side AS Muhanga. Now in FA Cup 5th round, Blues cruised into the FA Cup quarterfinals with Diego Costa, Willian, Gali Cahill and Eden Hazard on target as Manuel Pellegrini's youngster fell short. Manuel Pellegrini has been mourning for weeks about having to field a weakened team in this fixture, with the Champions League tie against Dynamo Kiev looming and the injuries stacking up. Yet in doing so, he did his youngsters disservice. After the defeat, many some amount of time as City, but they didn't rest any players. They've got more resources than anyone. I've never seen Luis Suarez, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo wanting to left out. It seems a big issue in our country. And finally, in UEFA Champions League, Arsenal must find a way to keep Luis Suarez quiet, warned Arsene Wenger ahead of last 16 Champions League clash with Barcelona. Arsenal must keep Luis Suarez quiet if they are to overcome holders Barcelona in the Champions League, according to Ghana's boss Arsene Wenger. Arsenal hosts Barcelona in the first leg of their last 16 tie on today. Luis Enrique's side are unbeaten in 32 league and cups games, with Suarez scoring 12 in his last 7 games. Wenger, who is in July 2013 wanted to buy Liverpool striker, said that Suarez is the kind of a guy who manages to create that spirit in teams. According to Arsene Wenger, Suarez creates camaraderie, and he did it at Liverpool, does it for Uruguay, and he could do it again at Arsenal, but instead he's doing it for Barcelona. And after losing 1-0 against Mbabane Swallows in the CAF Champions League last week, the Azam Rwanda Premier League defending champions APR FC played their match day 10 against Kiyovu Sports on Saturday, and they won the game 2-0 at the Stade Kigali. I was at the stadium to bring you all the details. Take a look.
kubyakira ntabwo nyine gutegura umukino ukurikiyeho tuzakina na Rayon Sport fata kajirema cy'iminota 10 ya nyuma twavunikishije abakinnyi babiri bo hagati biratugora cyane kugira ngo dushiremo abandi bita fata ritme yarimo byatugoye cyane kukurikira ibyo hagati ubundi kujara match nyizi umutoza wese ntabwo akwifuza guhura na Rayon Sport na APR zikurikiranye gutya ariko tugomba kwiadapta tugashakisha solution nibaho muri champion umuntu agomba kuba tayari icyambere no kubaka equipe izahoraho ari equipe ihangana n'izindi ko ni nacyo kintu cyaburaga muri Kiyovu no kuvanamo mentalite makinyi bakumva ko ari equipe igomba gutwara ibikombe nayo mu gihe kizaza.
Filozofi yanjye ni yabonye kuguma mu mupira bagatuza bagakina bakaba bareba mu izamu kandi ngira ngo twagize amahirwe menshi nubwo tutabashe kuyakonkretiza ariko twagize amahirwe yo gukina umupira mwiza umupira usukuye kandi ngira ngo nawe babibonye.
The things that make you look outside the window and sigh, the ones that make your dreamy eyes look up to the sky and smile. Forget the miles between and smile at the sky. Like it held something precious that belonged to you. Like this little secret that makes you hold everything you love. Let your passion guide you. You can be sure you will touch the sky.
Let's take a look now at news making headlines here in Rwanda and around the world.
Rwandans yesterday returned to polls to elect sector councillors countrywide. The elections that began at 7 a.m. and closed at 3 p.m. were for about 832 district council seats contested by more than 2,000 aspirants. While previous village and cell elections were conducted with people lining behind their candidates, yesterday's elections were conducted through the secret ballot.
Members of the Swedish Parliament Committee on Finance have lauded Rwanda's efforts in assuring access to financial services for the rural poor to eradicate poverty. The committee members who were on a familiarization tour of the country also visited Swedish Development Corporation projects in Rwanda.
And in regional news, Uganda's main opposition leader Kizza Besigye has been taken into police custody after vowing to lead a protest march against President Yoweri Museveni's election victor. Mr. Besigye was bundled into a police van when he tried to leave his home where he had been under house arrest.
And in international news, President Evo Morales of Bolivia has narrowly lost a referendum to allow him to stand for a fourth term in office. One poll suggests 52.3% voted against the proposal to amend the constitution, while another suggests it was 51%. However, Mr. Morales' deputy has predicted Bolivia's first head of state of indigenous origin could still win as official results trickle in. The constitution would have let Mr. Morales remain in power until 2025.
Well, now to a more exciting segment, of course, we look at what's happening in lifestyle and what's hot right now in our daily debate section, Hot Topics with Sherry Owase. We'll be right back after the break.
The things that make you look outside the window and sigh, the ones that make your dreamy eyes look up to the sky and smile. Forget the miles between and smile at the sky. Like it held something precious that belonged to you. Like this little secret that makes you hold everything you love. Let your passion guide you. You can be sure you will touch the sky.
You are watching Rise and Shine Rwanda. Welcome back. My name is Sherry Uwase and I bring you your lifestyle update. And today I would like to emphasize once again on touring our very own Rwanda. And of course, Wilson Tours has got another package in line for you and in store for you. Now, previously on Valentine's Day, they went to Nyungwe, and from the feedback we got, people who attended this had an absolutely great time. Now, this time too, I'm sure it will be an amazing experience for you. And the promotional trip is to Akagera National Park, which is on 27th of February this month. Actually, it's just this Saturday. So please plan to be there. The prices are quite friendly, only $30,000 for locals and East Africans, and $80 only for international, for foreigners. Now, if you can't make it, don't worry, there's going to be so many more, but you still have to make it, at least try. And also tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, but more importantly, of course, don't plan to miss out on such life exceptional experiences. Now, you guys remember when people went to Nyungwe?
Yes.
On Valentine's, it was of course couples mostly, but this time now we're going in. What do you think?
I'm very excited. Especially now that we've been talking about lions.
Lions, right?
I want to go visit our own before they give them a little bit of a pep talk,
Yeah.
Hi guys, how are you doing? Please don't visit us. This is why we've come to visit.
We are bringing notice. Yeah.
We have come to tell you, do not come to visit us.
Right.
At least don't try. But it's exciting. I mean, it's good to visit our country. We should even have a hashtag. In Kenya they have this Tembea Kenya. So we should also have Tembea Rwanda. But now find one in Kenya Rwanda.
Not
How would we say it in Kenya Rwanda?
There's this campaign.
Dusure Rwanda.
Thank you. Thank you, Moses. Hashtag. You guys have had that?
A Kenya Rwanda teacher.
Dusure Rwanda.
Yesterday we
Hashtag.
talked about the importance of talking our mother tongue.
Yes,
the
exactly.
time.
We should really enforce it. That's why today I tried. Dusure Rwanda. Hashtag Dusure Rwanda. Yes, that's one. Wilson, we've just given you an idea. But yes, it's very important. It's good for us to see the different places in our country, and so that at least we appreciate what we have. I mean, we live in a very beautiful country, and
We do.
so we're really grateful, and we should go visit and see these animals.
You know what, Sherry? There's something that I've realized. Wilson is doing a great job because
It is.
I think it's very rare that you find all these packages that are going on from time to time, even in such a kind of time period. Just
Yeah, like every month or every 2
Actually,
weeks.
twice.
After,
Twice
Yeah,
a
now
month.
it's been
Yes.
twice a month.
Yeah.
it's amazing, right? So I think for me, I've not seen somebody do it like so many times in just a few months. So I think this is a good package. And when I looked at the prices, I was like, you know what, people can go for that. I think it's high time that also, there's this thing that goes on. I think it's the stereotype that Africans are very stingy on luxurious, like spending their money on luxury stuff. But we
Especially visiting animals.
visiting animals.
They are there. We shall see them.
Exactly.
Where are they going? I mean,
In fact, in Kenya, they come to see us.
Yeah. In East Africa, they find us home. So
Absolutely. And I think it's high time that people start, taking advantage of what, we have. There's this Rwandan saying that says that wamba ichirezi ntamenya ko kera. What, there's that thing
Translate.
she didn't. She missed everything you just said there.
well, I don't know, but I think it should go to
We are bouncing it here.
Wamba ikirezi ntamenya ko kera, which
Yeah.
means
If you're
there's-
wearing,
Yes.
there's if you are wearing the beauty, you might not understand how beautiful it is.
Yes.
Because you,
once again, please, anyone looking for a Kenya Rwanda teacher, Moses is right. Yeah.
and sorry to cut you short, but what I'm trying to say, for Wilson Tours, they don't only getting on top of everyone on the market, but also understand their clients.
Yeah.
And on top of understanding their clients, they're also providing something that has never been in here in
Right,
Rwanda. And that's the only way you can
And it's affordable price. And it's an
Very
affordable price.
Because when you as he just mentioned, one by Chiles and Amia Kochera. So for Wilson Tour, they've understood what they are for the Rwanda. I mean, what they can afford.
What we can
to give
as a country.
as what we are as a country, and where they can stand, you know, to provide all those services to people, especially for Rwandan people. That's why they brought all the prices all the way to 30,000 francs. I mean, it's a penny if you look at what are you going to watch, that experience.
And that includes transport, that includes meals,
Wow.
that includes, you know, being tour guided around these
I
destinations.
mean, this is a penny, honestly speaking,
Around
because
the park.
Wilson Tour, they are making our lives even much better and easier. Because honestly speaking, there are people who always think, go to Akajara, those money is a lot of money, I can't pay that money. But 30,000, wow. That's
Transport, food, and then, wow. Yeah.
It's a fair price.
I
for
think
sure.
we
It's
can make it
affordable.
work. We can make
It's
it work.
amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I've been seeing all these ads going on by RDB saying, visit remarkable Rwanda. It's high time that we really visit
We
remarkable.
start somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, we've got valleys and all these hills. It's crazy. It's beautiful.
Right,
The
yeah.
sceneries are
Even
crazy.
volcanoes.
Kigali looks beautiful at night. Sometimes I look at it, I'm like, oh, did I just wake up in Kigali? Oh, it's beautiful.
It's just very beautiful.
For me, there's one thing that we need to remind all our viewers, you know, and tell a friend. You just mentioned, tell a friend, and a friend tells a friend, because you'll be surprised to see that only internationals are the one who are coming up and watch our beauty.
It's been changing. It might continue to change this hashtag.
It
but
might be a paragraph.
we don't know.
We want to make it very simple, easy to remember. Yeah.
Right. So don't go away. We'll be right back after the break.
gathering just about everything that you need to know about what's happening here and everything that's trending all over social media. We've got it all for you right here and right now. Now, someone once said your dreams are valid. If you have been keeping up, that has been said by Lupita Nyong'o sometime when she's getting an Oscar. Well, I can only agree more, because even at 106, this lady's dreams remain valid. First, check this out.
Virginia McCoy. How are you?
I'm fine.
Oh, it's so nice to see you.
It's an honor.
You want to say hi to Michelle?
Yes!
Slow down, man. I don't know my hair. She's 106.
No, you are not. You are not.
Well, you slow down.
Oh my goodness. You are not. I want to be like you and her.
She's dancing? Come on. So what's the secret to still dancing at 106? Huh?
Just keep yeah.
Come on.
We're so happy to have you here. And look at those nails.
Oh,
Those nails. Yes, sir. I thought I would never live to get in the light.
well, you are.
In where the African Americans are right now. So in relation to this lady, unfortunately in this video they don't disclose her name. She went to see the White House and she happened to see the President Obama and his wife, and you guys have seen that.
Mind you, she's 106
Right.
years old.
And she's that strong.
Very strong. She can
Have you
dance.
have you
seen the dance.
have you seen the way she was dancing?
Yeah.
I've seen the way she dances.
Michelle Obama was actually saying, "I wish I can be
want
like
to
you
be
at the
a-
same age and be able to, to dance
When
as
I
well."
grow up, I want to be like
Obama
you.
was like, please don't go too fast. She was like, I have to see Michelle. I must see her too.
Yeah.
Yes, even
No, but it's very nice. I mean, first of all, you've lived until you're 106. What haven't you seen? You've seen it all. You've experienced a lot. I mean, you're the definition of a wise person. And it's great. I'm also really great. You know, there's certain things I really admire about Americans, and this is one of them. I mean, seeing the most powerful man in the world in one of the most powerful, influential, and also powerful country in the world. I mean, visiting him in the White House. I mean, really, that
she said
is
she's
quite
always wanted
tremendous.
to be there.
Yeah, and that's quite tremendous. Plus, I mean, this is somebody who's 106, and she has never experienced. I mean, she's experienced everything they're talking about during. They're talking about during this Black History Month, because it happens in February. I mean, she was there when Malcolm X was, giving out his manifesto, and he was talking. Very happy person.
Right.
Happy granny.
Sherry, Yvette has just talked about everything, but I think what also was more interesting about this video was the moment when he was looking at Obama and he's like, the black president,
Oh yeah, that was
black
so
first
cute.
lady, that was really, very emotional for her. And, Michelle Obama was, trying to respond to her, yes, he is, just look at him, and for me, I felt like that was the moment, for this woman to look at, the first black president in the White House, and the mere fact that, of course, it's been a month of celebrating Black history, and of course, this is the kind of person, as you said, that has gone through a lot. He saw the civil rights movement. Yo. So there's no way. There's no way you can give her that. You know, it's one of the best gifts you. It's an achievement, like she said.
It is actually. It is an achievement.
Yes.
It is.
And you can actually see it in the way she was expressing herself by jumping around, so excited. You know, you would think she's back young, and she's 106, and she can do that. People, you know what? I think I
and she had her nails done. She had a manicure.
And she also said that I think it was Michelle Obama that asked, what is the secret to living for so long and also being as upbeat as you are? And she was like, it was Obama, you know, it was Obama. Okay, and then she was like, just being active, you know, walking around and just being active. So that definitely contributes to a long life, long healthy life even.
You know, being part of 2 centuries, you know, it's an amazing.
Actually, it is being part of 2 centuries.
2 centuries is
it's 1 century, but yes.
Yeah, but 106 means you've crossed 1 century to another.
Yes, you've got to
another. 2 centuries, you know, and you know, for her, that is, you know, she is the one of the persons that has lived the dream of Martin Luther King Jr. You know, back the statement he made in 1963. You know, saying that would like to see America being one day led by the black president. And you know, when he was saying about that, he wants to see his kids not being judged by their color, but their, you know, intellectual capacity and what they can be able to deliver. So now her seeing all those people struggling and now being part of this.
And being part of the struggle.
Being part of the struggle and now experience the beauty of the country in a much better hands. You see, it's also a lifetime achievement. And again, this is a perfect example for White House and the most influential, the most powerful couple, you know, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, to show the world that they care about, you know, this black community, and they're part of the black community and they care. You know, bringing someone of 160 years, it's a perfect example to show and to give life dreams to other young people who are aspiring to, you know, to achieve something they've never dreamed to achieve. Because it's hard for this lady probably when she was 30 years to dream on 106 I'll be in White House. You know, it's tough. But she believed it and it eventually came true. We should dream and in a longer term.
Right. And another thing I just want to end by saying is I feel like this year the Black history has been very much celebrated. I don't know, for me actually that's when I was aware that they celebrate Black history.
Really?
That they do, but I didn't know it goes for like as long as 1 month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely did. In my school we used to celebrate for a whole month.
It's actually, I think now even in the US they have been having a national theme for every day.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes, every month, every year.
So there are sessions
in
going
February.
Okay.
Always. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
All right. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, it has definitely, the celebration have been lifted to another level.
It has been, right? That's exactly the word that I was looking for.
Because also, I mean, you also have Beyonce releasing that song.
Formation.
Yeah, Formation. And then performing it at the Super Bowl again, as in this is the second time she's performing at halftime. So that also, you know, it uplifts it to, you know.
Do you guys also think because it's in line with having an African American president?
Or maybe also for me, maybe what I thought was
it's also his last term.
Yes, maybe one thing also I thought about was the fact that, you know, ever since around 2009, a lot of events have gone around with the Black Lives Matter struggle. Because we've had a lot of tragedies, a lot of events going on around the USA. So I felt like maybe this could have also triggered the reason why Black history was very much celebrated this year, because we've seen a lot of Black Lives Matter campaigns going on in the USA more than ever. Because right now a lot has been said, because they say it's harder to live as a black man in the USA today like it was during 1964. But in terms of living, accessing school, medical care, so a lot of campaigns have been going on. So I think that could have triggered maybe celebrating Black history this month, as we just saw it.
On another level.
Okay. All right, let's wrap it up right there. So send us your feedback telling us what you think about what we've just talked about, the Black history, this video, and as well as what we talked about in lifestyle, going to Akagera. And the hashtag is Dusuru Rwanda Rwacu, and other words that Yvette is going to add on to that. But for now, don't go away. We'll be right back after the break.
Don't forget, we love to hear your thoughts, comments, and feedback on what we're talking about here on Rise and Shine Rwanda. Tweet us at Rise and Shine RW. Like us on Facebook and send us your ideas for programs. Check out our Rise and Shine Rwanda YouTube page where you can catch all the shows and reports we do. Finally, find us on Instagram, Rise and Shine RW. We love to see your pictures. Or check out our Rise and Shine Rwanda website, www.riseandshinerwanda.com. Well, that is all the time we have for you today. We love to hear your feedback. Do let us know if you have any ideas for programs. But for now, you've been watching Rise and Shine Rwanda with me, Yvette Shimbusho.
And me, Ivan Magwene. We'll be at same time, same place tomorrow. Do join us then. But for now, from both of us and the rest of the Rise and Shine team, have a very good day. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.